Hi engineering students, welcome to our fourth week of distance learning. We're going to be talking about our independent project and I'm really excited to tell you all about it. But before I get to that, I want to acknowledge that a lot of you have said that you're feeling stressed. I know how you feel. I'm feeling stressed too. I'm actually recording this video with my friend Fruit Loop and he's just giving me a little encouragement because I'm pretty sure that this is going to be late and I hate when I don't make my deadlines. It's stressful. So I'm just hanging out with my stuffed animal friend, and while I'm doing that, I want to remind you of two things. The first is you're only required to do 1 hour a week of engineering, and the second is your emotional and mental health is more important to me than your schoolwork, especially during this crazy, crazy time. So all I ask is that if you need a little bit of extra support, like a fuzzy friend to hang out with you while you make a video for your students, or more time, or whatever, please just communicate with me. If you just ghost me and you leave nothing, I won't know what's going on. I won't be able to help. And you'll end up with more emails because I'm like, oh no, what's going on? If you just email me and tell me what's up, I'll be in the loop and I can either find a way to help or lighten the load for you, okay? So that's my message about self-care and emotional stuff. You're really important. Please take care of yourself. I give you permission to set a timer for 1 hour. When it goes off, you're done, even if you're not finished. And I also give you permission to, take a break, hang out with a friend, that kind of thing, okay? Please take care of yourselves. That said, let's move on to our independent project. Here we go. Our learning target for the independent project is that I can use the engineering design process to make something. Here's the engineering design process in a nutshell. First, you come up with an idea or a problem that you want to solve. Second, you make a plan. Third, you create. Fourth, you test what you made. Fifth, you improve it because your test showed that it wasn't perfect. Now, you can go back and forth between steps 4 and 5 many, many times during the engineering design process. And eventually you get something that you've improved and improved and improved, and it's really, really good. So the last step is to communicate your idea so that other people can use the cool thing you made or solve the problem that you solved. Here's an overview of our schedule. The first week, which is this week, you'll learn the expectations and plan your project. Then there will be 3 weeks of work where there aren't really new lessons. It's work time for you, and you'll be documenting your progress in Seesaw. The 5th week, you will create a presentation and post it in Seesaw. And the last week, you will respond to other students' presentations in Seesaw. There are 4 big options for you. You can do 3D design. I would recommend using Tinkercad. You can do a coding project. I would recommend Scratch. You can build something, or you can do electronics. There is a document that I'm going to show you in just a minute that has, or I'll show you now. It has a bunch of different projects. So here's 3D design. Here's how to use Tinkercad. Here's how to use SketchUp. And here's how to use 3D drawing. Now, I would recommend Tinkercad just because I'm familiar with Tinkercad. I'll be able to give you the most support with that one. For coding, you can learn using code.org. You can continue working in Scratch, which I would recommend since I can support you in it, or you can code something in another platform of your choosing. You can also build projects, and there are a lot of different resources for you. You can make something hands-on at home. You could also do an electronics project. So a few expectations before you get started. It must be appropriate to share with your teacher and your classmates. Specifically, no weapons. You need to check Google Classroom each week for lessons, updates, and feedback, so don't just do your project and then come back at the very end. I need to see something from you each week. You'll check Seesaw each week for feedback and to see other students' work in progress, and it's okay if you do not finish your project. It's really fine. For time, You should spend 7 minutes each week documenting your progress, 7 minutes each week responding to teacher feedback or looking at student work. And if I'm seeing that you're not responding to feedback, I'll provide less feedback to you and more to people that are using it. 1 hour of work time a week. Doing more is optional. You should plan a project that will take about 3 hours to complete. So you have 5 goals this week. They're all small. First, review this slideshow. Done. 2, review your options. 3, brainstorm. Figure out what you want to do. 4, fill out a Google form with your project choice. And 5, make a plan for what you will do each week. Remember, only 1 hour of work is required each week. If this is feeling overwhelming, remember that we're doing the engineering design process. Our focus is on what was your plan, or what problem did you solve, and how did your project change as a result of testing and working on it. Our goal is not to have you finish something or to make the best thing in the world. It's just to see how you go through that process. Okay, so I said that there were 5 things that you need to do. I'm going to show you what all of them look like. The slideshow is number 1. Number 2 is reviewing this grid of options and choosing something that you want to do. Number 3 is brainstorming. This is Google Jamboard. You can create little post-its and move them around and resize them. You can also draw, and this will let me see your thinking for what you want to do for your project. The next thing to do is to fill out this request form. And the last thing to do is to plan your project. Where you see a red arrow, you're going to write a little bit about your plan. Let's see what those 5 things look like in Google Classroom. Remember to click on the Classwork tab. We have a new section for the Independent Project. For Start Here, pick a project. There'll be 4 things here. So there's the slideshow, the options, the brainstorming, and the form. Then this next one is plan the project. And this one has the planning outline with those 3 red arrows. So those are the 5 things you need to do. 4 of them are here. You've already finished 1. And 1 of them is here. Again, as usual, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to support you and help you make a project. And remember to have fun. I hope that you really enjoy making something and doing what you want to do and being self-directed for the next couple weeks. I'm really excited to see what you make. Have an excellent week of engineering.